give him his little normal money.
Dad, I want to meet my friends. Papa, Jake, and Macari.
Oh, nice to meet you, young man. Y'all can call me Pastor Zeke. And this is my wife, Tatiana.
Ah, nice to meet you.
Papa, it's glad to see you back in the cashmere pews. Hope to see you boys again next Sunday. All right, then. Everyone comes to the Lord in their own time.
I like your hair.
I grew it myself.
Come on, baby. Let's not be late for Sunday dinner, Papa. You want to join us?
Nah, I gotta help my mom with some stuff in my dad's church.
Okay, well, I'll see you young men around.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Hitting on a woman of God. Well, she was looking at me. You got a woman. Hello? Can you? Hey, y'all trying to smoke though? Yeah, you rolling up though.
All right.
Excuse me. You here to put your daughter, ain't you?
Yeah?
Is it true what they say?
What?
Nothing.
No, I heard you.
The white line in the house of the Lord.
What are you doing here?
I know Jesus.
Do you?
Well, I'm trying to get to know him better. Can I take you out sometime?
Like on a date?
Yeah.
I have a son, so.
I know.
And you don't care?
No.
Don't think about it.
Okay, then.
Martian Man TV. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, leave your predictions. It's like routine for me to say this, y'all, on every video. I guess to try to encourage and inspire more viewers and more subscribers. Y'all such a blessing. YouTube, much appreciated. Google, you much appreciated. Instagram and Facebook, you much appreciated. And all the other platforms that basically I've been able to utilize to promote myself and brand myself and extend my energy and my essence and extend the family and grow the family. You know, it's a building block. So I appreciate everybody for the whole snowball effect, but I'm finna get y'all to the topic at hand, and while we here for us to talk about this The Chi, Season 6, Episode 11, going into 12, predictions, recap, you know, the whole nine. So, as we just seen, Kenya get macked on by Zay at church. And Bakari and Jake and Papa like, wow. Because to everybody, as far as they looking at it on the outside looking in, they thought Papa was on Kenya, right? They thought Papa and Kenya had their little thing going on. Now Bakari peeping at Zay on Kenya and Kenya biting. That's the whole thing, how it be with the fellas. It'd be like, it's one thing if, okay, she wasn't feeling Zay, right? When she rejected his energy, we'll say, right? His motives. But she accepted. She received his intentions. So that's why Papa got that face right there. That, damn, I thought I had that. I thought that was me. I thought I had that on lock. And Zayden came to church with, you know, and charmed his way into Kenya. As we know, they gonna end up smoking, you know what I mean, some weed together. And what I saw, Kenya was hitting that weed like she smoked before. You know what I'm talking about? She was not hitting that blunt like she was a virgin to hitting the blunt or like it was something foreign to her. She hit that blunt like she, then toked up, you know what I mean? She done went to the medicine, roll up, backwoods, swisher life. You know what I'm talking about? She done went there on her own or with a couple of her buddies. You know what I'm talking about? Kenya do got a kid, so we don't know what was her situation with her baby daddy. We just know they young and, for all we know, Kenya used to toke up with her baby daddy. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe that's how, the little one got here. You know what I'm talking about? They talking. But episode 11 going into 12 was actually, y'all, very exciting, slapping. You know what I'm talking about? Episode 11, you know what I'm talking about? We got to see Pastor Zeke, his wife, Tatiana, you know what I mean? We know she gonna go get Jake, you know what I'm talking about? A little bit of that, we gonna call it the special V, you know what I'm talking about? That Ina, you know what I'm talking about? She and her sharing Karen mode. She pop up and give him a little, little mouth service, you know what I'm talking about? Little how you doing service, you know what I'm talking about? So I don't know if Pastor Zeke actually that's business or is that really his wife, you know what I'm talking about? Like wife, vows, this me, you know what I mean? Like we love each other, she ain't going nowhere. Or is it just business, you know what I mean? Pastor Zeke and his wife, they got a finesse game going, you know what I mean? They running their church, it's business, they on some finesse game. They ain't really concerned with, being 100 in them other regards. So we gonna go back. We gonna go back here.
Let's not be late for Sunday dinner.
And at that part right here, we see Zeke had a conversation with Papa and Jake and Bakari about, basically trying to keep them being positive. Usually pastors love the youth because the youth brings money. The youth brings sort of balance to the church. You got the elderly people, the people that's on the forefront of the church, the founding fathers and women of the church, the people that's usually been there since when the church wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? You got them. But the youth usually is the pastor kids, the congregation kids, the deacon kids, the usher kids, the choir kids. They keep the church evolution, we'll say, going, the legacy going. So mostly all black people that grew up in church, you know what I'm talking about. Even if you don't go to church no more, you from that dynamic. You know what I mean? Even if you've been to church a couple times, your grandma usually was about that church life and usually tried to indulge that lifestyle onto her kids. And kids, and the grandkids, and so forth, right? So that's why Zay make that comment to Kenya, like, yeah, is it true about what they say about church girls? We growing up, we heard y'all some of the biggest freaks, because, y'all on so much restriction. Y'all, usually got strict parents, sheltered, and in a controlled environment on a way deeper level. So usually they be so content. Word is they become freaks, sneaky, curious about things that they was forbidden to do and rebel against the teachings of the Bible and their upbringing. That's basically y'all one-on-one with how that break down. Moving forward, y'all, my predictions for episode 12. I believe that I'm going to jump off into Keisha and Emmett. I believe when Keisha took Lil Ronnie, my bad, y'all, not Lil Emmett, when she took Lil Ronnie to the hospital, as we was observing, I believe y'all Nuck affiliated with Keisha, but I don't know to what degree. Fans got their theories about Nuck may be Keisha baby daddy, but I don't think that. I think the crazy dude, Ronnie, is the father, based off how he kidnapped Keisha off that bus stop, based off how he held her hostage and was raping her against her will. And after she took care of Ronnie, as y'all know, Keisha murdered the guy that raped her and got her pregnant. Because remember, after Keisha murdered the guy that raped her, she didn't know at first she was pregnant. After she went to the doctor, after I believe they did the test on her, Keisha found out she was pregnant. And then she got the victim syndrome, where the victim identify with the victim and have some type of form of sympathy for the victim, some type of compassion for the victim. So Keisha found out she was pregnant with Ronnie, his baby, which Ronnie is the guy that assaulted, raped, and abused her. She decided to keep the child and have it. And, you know, I'm not judging, because we got that really happens too in real life, with women want to identify with motherhood over the experience, right? And me, in my opinion, I'm never gonna be for the woman keeping the baby based out of a situation like being raped. Like, why would you keep a baby from somebody that raped you? That's just my common sense and my logic. Why would you keep a baby from somebody that raped you and abused you, brutalized you, demoralized you, took something from you? How could you sit around and have a baby behind that? So, you know, I don't mean to be offensive. I don't mean to sound like I'm not sensitive on that subject, or I don't mean to be offensive towards women or their body or what they choose to do with their body. You know, no disrespect, not to offend. I love y'all women. So it's never that. I'm just saying, you know what I mean, based off me as a human being, how could I get violated and keep the aftermath of that? I don't care if the baby innocent. I don't care about none of that. It's the point that I was violated. Why would I keep something that's affiliated with that degree of hurt or trauma towards me, right? Why would I keep something in the aftermath? Well, I'm gonna keep the kid. The kid didn't ask to be here, and even though this kid came out of me being raped, I'm gonna keep the kid. That sounds crazy to me. No, y'all got y'all opinions, y'all got y'all theories about it, but I'm standing on it. That's crazy. I never in my life identify with that. I never identify with the bully or the abuser. Okay? Never. I'm never going to sympathize with the abuser. Okay? My only sympathy for you is praying for you, letting the Most High have his way with you. Because if I want to go from my way, or from a human standpoint, I want revenge. And I'm definitely not keeping nothing in the aftermath that's going to keep me affiliated with you. Why? Like, who does that? Why would I do that? Why would I keep something to wake up to look at to remind me of you? So, like I said, that's 100. It's just going to get to the white and the pink meat, regardless of people going to have their opinions about what I just said. That's 100. So mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and physically, why would I want to have something affiliated with my tormentor or my bully, right? Or somebody that victimized me? I just want to make sense out of that. So you got people who got mental health issues who not going to make common sense of that. You know, they're going to tell you something crazy and strange. I ain't going to even call it weird, because weird not always a bad thing. Weird is just something that's different. Weird sometimes could be foreign, but it's not always going to be like negative. But strange, that's strange. That's strange. So, y'all stay tuned, man. Episode 12, of course, just like episode 11, gonna be off OC, of course. From beginning to end, I want to see what's gonna go on with Duda. I want to see what's gonna go on with Alicia and Shad. We all know Shad messing with Alicia. I want to know what's gonna go on with Alonzo and Rob. Alonzo is Leon playing the character of Alonzo, which is Rob's dad. We gonna see Tiffany and Bianca do their thing, and they got their business going on. And the moral that I'm seeing with the Shot episodes is, if y'all paying attention, it's all about Duda. It's all about getting free of Duda with everybody ventures. Tiffany and Bianca. Emmett want to get away from Duda. Alicia want to help Emmett get away from Duda. Alicia helping Shad. You know, the moral of all these episodes is we got to get rid of Duda, and we got to get Duda out our pockets. And then, you know, we got storylines where, you know, you got Nuck and Nikisha mystery, where for all we know, they may show us some scenes where when Keisha was abducted, somehow her and Nuck had sex. You know what I mean? Like, we may get something like that in this shot sequence. Or they may try to spin it on us to say that Keisha was already pregnant before she got abducted by Ronnie, which wouldn't make sense. That'd be something to me that they just forcing for a storyline. Like they just forcing that, because at the end of the day, we know she was abducted on that bus stop, and Ronnie was, you know, abusing Keisha sexually, bathing her, you know, he was abusing Keisha. So we always, me personally, I just assumed that Ronnie was the father of that child. Then Keisha named the boy after the guy that raped her. So I love these episodes too, where we could do psychological and mental evaluations on these characters, and how somehow we got Keisha's in real life. We got Keisha's in reality outside of the Shy being TV and being staged. We got real life scenarios where we got real Keishas. Women who was raped and named the kid after the person that raped them. It's like, that's crazy to me. Y'all leave y'all opinions, y'all comments, y'all input. For me personally, that's how I see that. That's just crazy. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate everybody, man. If you're new to my channel, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. YouTube want to make sure, you know, that the people watching and tuning in ain't no artificial intelligence. Even though right now that's what's going on, like the AI taking over, as far as how I'm seeing it. But I'm noticing that certain apps and sites is still want people to let it be known that they real people. So everybody, I appreciate y'all. Many blessings to everybody. Much love for everybody who been rocking for me, rocking with me since day one. Much love and appreciation for people who just starting to rock with me now and moving forward. People that sharing and liking my content, extending the family, extending me out in the YouTube algorithm and getting my videos and my content seen more. I just appreciate y'all for, you know, building me and, you know, me being blessed, man, with this fame and notoriety that I'm starting to have. Attention, You know, everybody wants some attention. Everybody want to be notarized. So it's much appreciated. Much love, Martian Man TV, Terminator Swag. I'll be back. You know what I'm talking about?